Hello my fellow Retromaniacs and welcome to Let's Play Star Wars Episode 1 Racer for Game Boy Color. Yeah, after playing Star Wars Episode 1 Obi-Wan's adventure, which was not good, I'm gonna check this other Game Boy Color game. So this is obviously based on the arcade or Dreamcast or maybe the 64 game or PC game of Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, which is one of my favorite games of all time. It's a very good game. I don't think this Game Boy Color version is gonna be that good. Oh, look at that full motion video. Almost like 1 second video. That probably took like half of the cartridge space. Alright. At least this has a better rendition of the Duel of Fates than Obi-Wan's adventure. Okay, then it goes to demo mode. It's top-down racer. It could, I don't know, it could have been like made in isometric style or maybe like Outrun style. I don't know. This is probably the best way to do it. Although it seems that it's so like zoomed in that it's almost impossible to react. So you really have to like memorize the stage. At least they're like showing where the track is going. And only, are you saying there's only like one opponent? Maybe they couldn't have more to race at the same time. I don't know. I'm gonna be Annie. What's a rumble option? Trust or break and trust. Simple enough. So link cable mode. Annie. Are there any other? So you have to unlock them. Tatooine. Under Prime. Yeah, the game is the N64 version was one of my favorite games because it had such a variety of like planets and tracks. It was just, and they were very good, and the physics of the game were bullseye. So it's just like a cup mode or just single race. Yeah, it's just one against one. It's not really like a Grand Prix. I guess, have like a 20 racers going with all the same time. It's too much for Game Boy Color. Too crowded on the screen anyway. Yeah. It's working! It's working! Now this is pod racing. You have a... Whoa, okay. Starts overheating. Still like a boost, because the boost was like the best thing in Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, when you get like a hyper speed and... Okay, this is rather difficult to control. And then the boost happened, so you pressed like forward, then the power boost meter would go up, and then you would press gas again to get the boost. But you cannot hold it for like more than 10 seconds, otherwise the engine will overheat and explode. Yeah, the rumble works quite well. I think there are not many games, Game Boy Color games, that have a rumble. How many laps there are? Just one lap. You lost. Okay. Slight parameter. Yeah, it's a very like truncated game, because in the original version you could select between all the characters, and it was like a whole Grand Prix. There was I don't know, 20 characters racing against you at the same time. So can it even catch fire? I'm gonna just see what happens if I don't let out the throttle. Does it actually catch fire? It only like takes my power away a little bit, but it's not like catching fire. So that's like the boost in this game. Thanks. Bounced me back to the road. But yeah, the console version was very good because of all the like shortcuts. You really had to know all the shortcuts, but you could still win without taking those shortcuts. And there were so many of them. Like each track probably had like 3-4 shortcuts. So it was a lot about exploration as well. I won! I won! That's my Jabba the Hutt voice. You've won a new pod. Okay. Oh, you won just the person you won. Okay. Ronda. Bullseye Navier. I remember playing as him on N64 version. And then they all had their like own voice clips. That they would repeat. I would learn them all, like all those songs, and I would just like keep repeating them when playing the game. Banana, piconia, something like that. It's like fake language. I don't know if that was actually like real language, real Star Wars galactic language, or did they just made it up? Oh dear, I'm taking too much damage. Yeah, if the game, you know, had been released when Game Boy Advance was out, they could have done like a F-Zero type of game using mode 7. Oh my god, this is so difficult to like get to the center. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's not an easy game. There's lots of memorization, but if there's only like 6 levels, it's not much in the game. I'm sure that there's more stuff, because otherwise there's only content for like 1 hour gameplay. There must be something else. You know, I never actually beat the N64 version completely, because, you know, winning the last stages were just so hard. So I then managed to beat all the stages and all the cups on PC version years ago when I streamed it. The stream is still on my channel. One of the first games I actually streamed in completion. It's pretty long stage. But yeah, I think my favorite levels were those where you like going like inside of those like pipes. Then it becomes like no gravity. You can like spin yourself, and those were trippy. Those pipe tracks. Anti-gravity tracks. Cool. Okay, just 2 tracks left. Orimandrel. I wonder if there's like a boost start. Probably. I remember this track. This in N64 is like something like a shopping center. Then there was Tatooine. Then there was like that mining stage, and then that space port stage, and then there was like that jungle circuit, and then there was like that air outside above the clouds stage circuit. So yeah, I would actually want to play Star Wars Episode 1 Racer again at some point. Just so wonderful game. Maybe I think it was like I don't know if it was like remade or remastered some years ago. Maybe it was just ported on modern consoles, because it was quite difficult to, when I remember struggling to install the game. When I played it, that was before the new release. So yeah, they usually like release old games so that they are easier to install. So you don't have to go through all like getting like crack and CD ISO files and so forth. Oh dear. Yeah, this is the mining stage. Come on. The way to win these are just try the computer to have the computer just push you, not like letting it pass. No, you don't. Yeah. Cool. Oh, there's like multiple stages, I didn't realize. Okay, Malaster. I think this was like the stage with like waterfalls. A little bit like Alderaan. It's interesting that they didn't have like a track in Naboo, but maybe they thought that, you know, Naboo is in war. They cannot host a race. Just like Ukraine. But yeah, no shortcuts in this version. Like I almost remember where there's like a shortcut. It's like a pool of toxic waste, and then you can take a shortcut. And one thing was cool was when you could. There was like ramp, and you could like fly. You turn the analog stick downwards, and then it would like fly a long time, and if you get like boost there, you would fly hundreds of meters. It was so cool. Come on. Oh dear. I think I did a mistake there. I wonder if all the racers, or the alien racers, are like male. I don't know. If this was released today, there would be a chick in it, and they would make her gay. At least Kathleen Kennedy would say that. Oh my god, it's getting. Yeah, this was the jungle stage. I remember there was like nice beach. If you go in a time trial mode, you could like explore the beach area. Okay. So I guess, yeah. Just gonna check if the stages look any different. Yeah, they look almost the same. No, Annie! And then Anakin Skywalker died. And so what happens if Anakin dies in a pod race? Well, maybe there's a Reddit thread about it. There's your fanfiction. Anakin dies in a pod race. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting much more. So yeah, just you know, Game Boy Color. It's not powerful enough for good gameplay. Like Game Boy Color, it's good for like RPGs and maybe for some like side-scroller platformer games, but yeah, not for this kind of gameplay.